There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
With the catch, it's Lemon. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They feed him again. He's in open space downfield. Man, a defender missed. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. He's loose down the left side. The 40. He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll try to blast their way in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. It's Lane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Trojans... They'll punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got him. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Underwood. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect the run, they stuff it for a loss, and on 2nd down, expecting pass, they now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Picks up what he can and then slides.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, a lot of space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. On the move at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. First down, 10 yards to go. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pickoff! What a play to set him up!
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to set the tone with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got a man. It's Lemon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Simpson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Marshall. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wolverines are marching down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Can't get him to the ground. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Klein. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. These fans second and goal. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the... For the score.
Man, a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap with space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Lane. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the Trojans pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it. And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lemon. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it in the first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Mayava. And that one's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This offense starting to impose its dominance. Let's go. 13th play of the drive coming. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 4 over NC State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Gonna run it. It's in.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got his man. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Off the play fake. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Flips it out in the flat. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Working that left side now. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. Complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
To expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The inside handoff. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.